I joined last year when I was in transition year, and I was kind of thinking about what I want to do after school, and I didn't really know how to explore my interest in art in that realm for after school. And I saw the ad on Instagram and I decided to join, and I'm really glad I did. I've loved it.
The Apollo project is by young people for young people ages 16 to 25 at the National Gallery of Ireland. We work with young people and their communities in a variety of different ways, such as showcasing their creativity through our Be Proud display, working with different education settings and community groups to do long-term collaborative projects, as well as work with them as part of our gallery youth panel.
It just seemed like a great way to get involved and do things with the gallery, because I'm interested in working with the public. Sometimes it can seem a bit daunting, wondering how do you even get started doing something like that. So the youth panel seemed like a great opportunity to get involved.
I joined the youth panel because I'm from the inner city, which is a community very focused on arts and how arts brings us together. As a child, I used to go to art club with my friends and take after school clubs with art, and that for me was a safe space.
My highlight of being part of the youth panel is definitely just the amount of exhibitions and amount of events that we get to do. Oisin, our lead, is just incredible. He's always organising events, you know, whether it's touring archives or visiting off-site places or even just giving us access to exhibitions. It's just wonderful. It's one of the best things I've ever done.
Since joining the youth panel, I think the coolest thing has been just being at the meetings, honestly. We have these really, really great brainstorming meetings where we all get together and discuss what we want to do with the panel and what we want to do for our exhibitions or for drawing day. Your voice is so heard, and we always have such a cool, expressive and creative way of coming up with solutions and coming up with what we're going to talk about and brainstorm. And I think that that's just been super, super fun.
My highlight, I think, is when we were doing the Lavinia Fontana project. We were inspired by this Renaissance artist, and we created our own projects based on her artwork, one of which was to create portraits like we're doing today, but also we were creating some monsters inspired by the creatures that she would have in her paintings. I think it's a beautiful display of how we can start off with one project and end up in a completely different direction, but that's really what art is.
Art helps me escape from the outside world. I can kind of write down my imagination and makes me calm down and relax, and it gives me just an opportunity to be in my own space. I'm really grateful for Outreach to opening up the Apollo to me. I've definitely learned a lot about art, and I think overall just the Apollo project has helped me as a person grow, and I definitely think we've all came as a group more, and I really enjoyed it.
Since launching in 2022, the youth panel has really challenged the gallery and pushed us in an exciting direction. It has really made the space more inclusive, and I'm really excited to see where we go next with it.
I'd love to hear more about what they would like to see here, and probably more interaction with senior managers in various departments in collections and research. They do have a lot of interaction with our team already, but I think there's a lot that can be learned from both sides, and I think that's very exciting.
Since I started, it's developed a lot. There's kind of more, I think it's more integrated into the gallery now, and there's more direction, I think, and kind of leadership within it. It will give it a bit more power, I think, to just kind of like have a bit more weight within the gallery, I think, and have bigger events and kind of draw more people in.
I think the collaborations between youth groups across Ireland are great, and they've been really fruitful. Working closely with other departments, perhaps the library and archives, the publications, being more involved within the gallery, not just oh, we are the youth panel, but we are the youth panel in the National Gallery.
I'd like as many people to be involved as possible, and I wish they knew about it sooner. I only joined later on, but if I was 16 and I joined, I feel like there's so many years to get so much out of it. So I just wish that anyone who joins in the future can join it as soon as they can, so they can benefit from it for lots of years.
I'm a drag artist and visual artist from Singapore, but I've been living in Dublin and studying here for some time. So I'm just really happy to be here because this is my first time living alone as a queer person. And after this is just kind of the end of this stint right now in Dublin for me. So this is a really nice wrap for it. And I'm just really excited that I got to show my art with the youth panel at the gallery.
Art makes me feel unique and comfortable with myself and who I am.
Like, I'm a big fan of art. Like, I've been doing it like since primary. And one thing that I learned about art is about you showing your skills and you showing what you can build, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like art is a really good form of self-expression. You can say so much without actually speaking any words. It means a lot to me personally because I use it to express myself in so many ways. You know, it can be music, it can be a drawing, it can be makeup, it can be clothes, literally everything. It's all around you.